pop out chats. Nope, that's not what I needed. Okay. Minimize that screen. Drip, drop like a sheep, to the good wonder, get to the monitor. Miss you 24/7, babe. Drip, drop, ting on it, how come okay? Drip, drop. ESPRESSO, that's who I am. And then Discord. Okay, that's creepy. Anyways, let's get this day going. Good morning. If anybody is currently here or not, it's whatever, it's whatever you like. Come turn this up into a club. Don't you want me like I want you, baby? Don't you need me like I need you now? Tonight go crazy. Meet me at the Oh, good morning, Nikita. How are you this morning? Oh no, that's not good. I swear, everyone's internet's been like really, really shitty lately. Oh, come on. Good. Please stay. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Storms in my ear. Oh shit. We are actually due for storms later on this week. I am trying to get this done, and then I want to go window shopping for a bit today. Before it gets incredibly hot outside, because it's supposed to be like I think we're looking at 111 with the heat index today. And then it's going to rain for the next couple of days, hopefully. But I wish we'd have storms. Even though when we get storms, it's still like, what is it? It's still hot. It's just hot rain. So it's just miserable. So is it just your computer? Is it working on your phone then? Oh, that's smart. That's smart. We just have our one internet, but it's fiber wire, so I mean it's been pretty good. It was pretty iffy at first, honestly. Oh, like how your phone works. Oh, okay. Oh, duh. We have fiber wire, and that shit works pretty well. But we did have some issues when it. Where the fuck is my concealer? Oh, when we first got it, squirrels really like to try and eat wires. It also reminds me when I was doing some work from home like a month ago, and I had my window open because you were gonna be one time. I'll be honest, I wanted to start streaming like I think 40 minutes ago, but I took a shower and then I got distracted in the shower by the shower, and I just had to kind of stand there and contemplate my life. So, oops, I'm a little behind. But I had this squirrel. I had my window open when I was working because it was nice outside. And this squirrel was standing on a branch. Well, not standing, hold like bear hugging a branch. And I was just like, all right, that's cute, I think, or whatever. This girl starts screaming like it's being ripped apart. And I'm like, I'm mid call. I'm having to mute myself because it's being recorded. And eventually the call ends and I look over. I'm like, what is this squirrel doing? And it is just hanging on, like literally holding the branch like this and just looking at the ground, screaming. You would have thought it was dying. I was just like, I even popped outside to make sure there's like no outside cats or anything torturing it. Nothing. Empty backyard. It was just having a mental breakdown. I'm like, damn. I mean, same, but damn. I know. But I use the time to edit short new format. Oh, okay. I did see that you posted on TikTok. I got a notification about it. Squirrels are weird. It just really makes me wonder what that squirrel was going through. Maybe for that. And ironically enough, the squirrel wasn't really that. Where's my? There it is. Wasn't that far off the ground. It was only. I mean, well, I don't know. Squirrels have really high terminal velocity. But the matter of fact is that he or it, whatever they were, was not that far off the ground. Like it was a low branch. I mean, I don't think they would have like broken their neck or anything. Probably would have scared the shit out of them, but it would have survived. But literally for that day, I couldn't work. I had to actually stop working that day because that squirrel, I yelled at it, I threw stuff towards it, not at it, but trying to like get it to move. What a bunch. It just wanted to sit there and scream. And honestly, I've never related to a squirrel more in my life. Just holding onto a branch and screaming. Because honestly, sometimes that's what you need. Putting on my face to fix my other face. Oh, and crazy thing. I don't know if I've heard what. Honestly, how do I describe it? I almost want to say it was closely related to like a goat scream, like oddly high pitched, but a definite guttural sound of fear. Ooh, you're gonna organize your house, or you're gonna organize the balls. I want to say I need to clean my room, but my room is relatively small, so there's only so much I can actually clean. Especially with my work from home setup, I'm literally on the floor. People would definitely judge me for organizing. I know. You just imagine next stream people come and it's just color coded. People would clown you for that. They'd be like, Nikita, what are you doing? The balls. Obama's balls are organized. Because they know exactly. They just be like, how much coffee have you had today, huh? Actually, that's what I would ask. Speaking of coffee, I think it's funny. My dad was trying to quit coffee for a while, and he's cut back, which is great. Um, because him and I have some of the same health issues, and I told him, I'm like, hey, caffeine is making this evidently worse for you. Maybe cut back. And I drink a lot of tea. I drink mostly decaf tea. And he decided to pick up some tea from the store, and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna get some English tea. And I stopped. I was like, you got to be very careful. I don't know if you know, but English tea is incredibly caffeinated. It can be deadly. You got to be careful with English tea. And I told him that. I'm like, hey, just be careful. English tea is very strong. You don't want to drink too much of it. Yeah, the reason that the British have their tea time is it's pretty much like, let's take a break to do a line of Coke. That's what it feels like for them. I mean, I'm not British, but it's very, very caffeinated. It's very strong. And so I warned him. I'm like, hey, so if you're going to have English tea in the morning, that's fine. Be careful. Just only drink 1 cup. 1 cup of English tea. Give it time. You'll be cracked out. He didn't believe me. So he had 3 cups of English tea. And each cup was 2 tea bags, which if I don't know the exact measurements because it varies on who's producing the tea. But he pretty much had the equivalent of like 5 cups of coffee. And he called me and he was like, do I feel like I'm sick? And I was like, well, do you need to go home or something? Because my dad and I are pretty close. And I was like, well, what? He's like, I had that English tea. And I was like, how much? And he's just like, well, I had this. And I was like, respectfully, father, you're fucking stupid. I was like, I warned you. And he's just like, I know, but it wasn't hitting at first. And I was like, yeah, because it's tea. It doesn't hit the same as coffee. You got to give it time. That shit's going to kick in. It's like taking extended release medication. It doesn't hit at first, but once it does, you're good. And Mans did not believe me until it was too late. And I think it's funny because now he's just like, I want to cut back on coffee. I'm just like, well, try some English tea again. And he's like, I'm not touching that shit. And I'm like, that is right in my head. I was like, honestly, I don't blame you, but also at the same time, I do blame you because that was really fucking stupid of you. Because it's like, it's weird to think about that certain leaves, because I mean, that's really all tea is. Tea is just leaves. But they can be incredibly caffeinated. You got to be very careful. Like matcha. People love matcha, and matcha is good. Do not get me wrong. But at the same time, you got to be careful with matcha as it is incredibly caffeinated too. Because certain teas can outpace coffee as is. Unless you're making a nitro brew, then that's kind of a league of its own. Honestly, hot leaf water can be very, very strong. It's like, I think a great example is I used to go to Dutch Bros a lot before this chronic health shit really like kicked my teeth in. And I would get a cherry pie tea. Shit, so good, so good. I would get it hot or iced depending on my mood. But I did not realize that a large had 75 milligrams of caffeine, which doesn't sound like a lot if you're a standard coffee drinker. But for somebody who can't really do caffeine that well, it really explains why I did not feel the greatest after I had it. And even then, it's like chai tea on its own. I think a standard cup of chai tea or a small at Dutch Bros, I think it's between 5 and 25 milligrams of caffeine. It's like if you really want to avoid caffeine, like in teas, unfortunately, you have to avoid green tea. Green tea it's not one of the most caffeinated teas out there, but it's pretty damn close. It's up there with matcha, which again, it's not something you really think about with leaf water because it's a fucking leaf. What do you think's going to happen? Apparently, a lot. Leaves can be. I don't. Yeah. It is something else. God damn. Smack my face. It's like I feel like such an old person. I think caffeine when I think green tea, but not the no, exactly. If I'm right, green tea and black tea. Well, black tea has less caffeine than green tea does. I'm trying to think of what tea does not have caffeine. Oh, also oolong tea, very caffeinated as well. I learned that from this tea place I go to. Granted, I've been going there for like the past 7 years at this point. And I told him, I was like, hey, I have to reduce my caffeine intake because of heart problems. And there's like, oh, okay, so we're just gonna tell you then don't get any of our teas that are oolong, which sucks because their honey milk oolong tea is so good. But there's like it's very oolong tea is very caffeinated. You got to be careful. And it's like, oh, great. Which makes me it kind of feels crazy then because I went to when I went to Colorado earlier this year, like I think it's like actually where are we in August? Yeah, 2 months ago. There was at the Airbnb we stayed at, there was like a coffee machine and like a tea thing, and they had a bunch of decaffeinated teas, and I felt like such an old person because I was so excited. I was like, they got decaf tea, and it's the good shit. It's it's like now there's some decaf teas that taste like fucking shit. That tastes like you just took something off the branch and just put in your water. And then there's some good decaf teas. And I was like, damn, who put their pussy in this? Because it is bomb. It's just like, oh, okay, you put everything in there. It is. Oh, Big and Low has such good teas, or Gen Matcha tea from the Asian market. At least the one that I live near is so good. You went to Starbucks? Oh, you want? Oh, okay, okay. No. How much water have you had today, by the way, Miss Nikita? What is your water intake looking like today? What do I want to do for my look? I could just do golden to red again. That's kind of the only thing I really do, though. I could do golden blue like a sunset. Should I do blue into gold or gold into blue? Gotta remind myself I don't have the Starbucks income. No, honestly, drink a big mocha. That's not. You need the water on it. Here, look. All I need you to do, something like this, just this super small amount, just this thing of water. Just drink maybe two of these. It's just how many ounces are you? Damn, that's fucking wrong. It's only 40 ounces of water. It's just it's just a little bigger than my head. Just drink one. Just drink two of these. 80 ounces of water. Come on. I can even say anything. I drink one of these throughout 24 hours, but this is salt water. Well, the salt water with magnesium and all that shit inside of it. So I kind of need this. But I also drink usually 3 of those cat cups throughout the day. I want protein cold foam. Ooh, nasty. Could never be me. It's so good. You sound like my mom in a sense, or a mix of my mom and my dad because they're both kind of the same way with their coffee. Like my dad does this. We have this protein peanut butter powder because I used to make overnight oats. I did a lot of cooking, but I had to stop because I got really burnt out because I was like during like on Sunday I would be in the kitchen for like 6-7 hours making breakfast and dinner for the entire week. Um, and it was a lot. Um, but I was making a bunch of overnight oats and that shit was good. And we had this protein peanut butter powder, so now we just kind of need to figure out what to do with it. He's been adding it into his coffee. I'm like, that's cool. Only downside is he's just like, it's been giving me the shits. And I'm like, well, yeah. What the fuck do you think? Add chocolate protein cold foam and orange cream protein cold foam. Tastes like one. Oh, okay. Now if it was decaffeinated, oh, what? Yeah, those chocolate oranges. Man, I haven't had one of those in forever. Um, what do I want to do? No, def not decaf. Boo. You. How about this? You switch to decaf coffee. You don't need coffee. But you can have decaf pour over. And I said, oh. See, I don't really know much about coffee, to be completely honest with you. The only thing I know about coffee is my mother, who can drink a pot of coffee and then go to bed. She is what I like to call a professional crazy lady. Which, I mean, I'm not surprised. It's kind of genetic. Um, she is. It's just I don't I don't know how the hell you can drink a pot of coffee and then go to bed. Like, as I was asking her about it, she's like, "Yeah, I could. Just I would just have to get up a few times throughout the night to go pee." And I was just like, "Okay, valid because that's a lot of coffee." But it makes me wonder though, because if you have ADD/ADHD, caffeine affects you differently. So if that's why. And it's such a weird thing to think about with the brain. Like, what do you mean caffeine can completely just, I mean, it'll give you a boost, but not like fully affect you like it's supposed to. Any more gold? What color of gold are you? Barely any left. That's what you are. I've been digging in this pan. Jesus. Self medicating because I'm not on. I used to be on a lot of, not a lot, but whoa, my screen is too dark. I used to be on ADD meds. I was on Vyvanse for like a long time. Um, but I ended up getting off of Vyvanse because that's part of one of the issues that kind of kickstarted my health problems. Is that my resting heart rate on Vyvanse was around 150. Like, I remember I was working overnight at a gym. What's up from England? Hey, just Epic Freddy, thanks for being here. Um, but yeah, when I worked at the gym, I was sitting there. I was like, "Why is my heart rate so high?" I'm just sitting down, and I called my nurse's line, and we were talking about it. And it was also partially because I was vaping at the time, a lot of nicotine too. But the combination really did not help, and so I was like, I think it's best for me to take a break from being on Vyvanse because now, granted, I really needed it when I was in school. I really, really did. And I'm glad that I was on it for when I did have it because, like I said, I absolutely needed it. But nowadays, I can function without. It's a bit of a struggle, but not as bad as it was then. But I had to get off that medication, and I was on it for like, gosh, from fifth grade all the way to 2022. So that is like, oh, thanks, Freddie. This is my makeup stream. I'll probably be streaming later on tonight doing some gaming. I don't have a capture card, so it'll just be my camera pointed at the switch. But if you want to join, you can. Thanks for being here. When I was about 100 pounds bigger, my heart rate would sit around 100. Yeah, mine, unfortunately, with IST and pods, my resting heart rate is, well, it used to be higher. Now it's around the 100 and, well, not 100 and around the 80 to 100 mark. Which is not great, but for having IST, it's normal. For having that disease, it's normal for my body to be sitting up there, which sucks, but that's just where it is. Um, but again, luckily I got it lowered because again, it used to be really high, and now I'm just kind of, I don't want to say chilling because I had a really bad flare up yesterday. I had to leave the stream a bit because I ended up panicking and called my dad because I was like, I think this is it. It's the big one. But it was just, the best I can describe is it felt like my heart would, like when you're walking down a road and you trip over your own feet. That's what it felt like. But in my heart, it was basically a PCV, pre-ventricle something. What games do you play? I am OG Fortnite guy. I don't really play Fortnite. I used to, but I never really got into the game. I'm actually replaying Breath of the Wild right now. I was inspired by the depressing ass information on the SOS themes from TikTok, and so I'm replaying it on the Switch too. But I've also been playing some Splatoon Raiders as well. and just kind of figuring that out. And some Mario Kart World and Smash Bros. So if you have a Switch, we could like play together. And yeah, it was absolutely terrifying. It's basically a PVC is. Hold on, I can't remember its exact. Let me look this up real quick because I was looking at it yesterday. Um, Premature ventricle contraction. It's basically extra early heartbeats starting in the ventricle, the lower chambers. So it basically felt like my heart went. I was going bump bump, and like I was sitting there and I felt my chest shake and go bump bump, and then it sped up, went back down, up and back down, just trying to get back into rhythm. Occasional, at least it says online, occasional PVCs are common, usually harmless. And when I had my heart test done, they were talking about it. There's like, yeah, you have some PVCs, but they're not enough to be a burden. You're fine. But when it does happen, still, it is absolutely terrifying. So I just had to talk myself out of it and calm myself down. The only downside is when stuff like that happens, it is absolutely exhausting. Like I'm dead tired afterwards. Like I was pretty awake yesterday. I was having a good time. I was awake. I felt great. And then once that shit happened, I almost, I don't want to say dropped, but it was just like immediately my energy tanked. I was so tired. You're a very easy streamer to like. Streamers should be. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I try to be chill and just kind of have fun with it. I'm still relatively new. I think this is maybe my third week streaming. Um, so I appreciate you being here. Or really, if anyone's here. I'm streaming on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. I do have a Discord. Let me plug those in to Twitch chat real quick. There's my notes. Copy. So if you end up liking to join any of that stuff, go for it. I just found a good streamer. And no, honestly, this world is kind of everything kind of yikes right now, to say the least. But yeah, Nikita, all this heart stuff is very scary. The only upside that I can think, I don't want to say only because I'm trying to be positive. Gotta go back to work. Catch you soon. All right, sounds good. Have a great day at work. The one of the positives of this heart stuff is that I've done a lot of tests. I've done a lot of cardiac testing, cardio scoring, and shit like that. And my heart is healthy. My heart is healthy. Everything is working fine. Well, fine. But unfortunately, it's POTS and IST. It's an autonomic disease. You can't really get rid of it. It's like dementia. Once you get it, there's kind of nothing you can do. You can take meds to help, but there's no real medication for POTS to fix the disease because we're not really sure how it happens. In other words, just kind of got to live with it. I'm trying to be more positive as of late, though. It's very difficult to, but I'm working on it. I can be positive, and I am positive. It's not something I like. It's not something I'm used to, but I want to be positive, and I want to be happy. And so I will. And I'm positive that my heart is fine. And honestly, IST and POTS are not deadly diseases. They cannot kill you. You may pass out, which is terrifying. I'm mortally afraid of passing out. Holy shit. I never want to pass out, but life. I don't know. You do what you got to do. You live how you got to live. And this is unfortunately how my body is going. It's like I've been through the ringer. I've had cancer. I have diseases like this. A lot of it's genetic. It's not anything contagious, but it's life. You work with the hand that you're dealt, and the hand fucking sucks. I want a refund. Thank you. I'm trying. I'll be honest. I'm a lot more positive than I was before, but that I attribute that to the work that I've been doing on myself, and I'm very proud of myself for the work I've been putting in, because it's not something I usually do. I'm usually not much of a positive person or a person that tries to be, but I'm really pushing forward. And it's like I have a nighttime routine where I take my nighttime meds. which I've been on the same heart medication for 3 years now. I know it's not deadly or anything, but my brain recently decided, hey, this heart medication is going to kill you. It's going to lower your heart rate and you're going to die. I'm like, oh, thanks. I love that. And so I have this routine where I take my meds, I stand up for a bit because it does lower your heart rate. That's its job. My heart rate's high. It keeps me in balance and keeps me in check. And so what I do is I go and brush my hair and I talk to myself in the mirror and just say nice things about myself. Just that I love myself. I love every aspect of myself, and I address myself by name. I love you, Gabby. I look myself in the eyes and do it too. It's very difficult to, especially coming from a person who's my response to everything used to be, oh, I'll just kill myself. I don't do that anymore. I catch myself on that, and I'm happy about it. But it's a lot of fucking work. That's why I don't drink, hardly take any medication. I get it. I unfortunately, well, I can't even say unfortunately, I'm sober. It was 3 years recently. I quit everything at once, and I'm very happy about that. It's much better for my body, anyways, and on the mental too. Do I miss it? Kinda. But would I go back and do it again? Fuck no. I prefer how I am now. The only downside is I do have to take meds every single day. I take 10 in the morning and 2 at night. But it's what keeps my body in check and keeps me being able to function. Well, I mean, I don't want to say that I can't function without my medicine, but it seriously helps me live. Just the beta blockers to keep my heart rate in check. That shit is phenomenal. Used to be all over the place. And when I have a flare up and my heart rate gets too high, I can just take one of them and whoop, pop that bitch right back down. It is unfortunate the hand that we are dealt, but thus is life. I don't really like how the blue is turning. I wish the blue was. I feel like I need to make the blue darker. Maybe I could do purple. I think I'll do purple. But the feeling of loss of control is, I hate it too. It's not fun not being in control of your own body or feeling like you're lacking control because you're inebriated. Like, that's why the idea of drunk driving is so crazy to me. Because, like, what do you mean? You can barely walk, but you want to drive a car. I get wanting to go places, but it's just like, that is so stupid, so deadly. Oh, that is more purple than blue, but I can fix that. I say that as I'm using a purple palette, duh. I don't know, cold turkeying everything I feel like was the best for me because my health was in a really bad place. And it's not the greatest now, but also it kind of won't ever be. That's just life. But I'm way better than I was before, especially mentally. I'm doing a lot better mentally, which is great. I never did anything, but I understand why people do it. It's not that I agree with it at all. Yeah, I get it. It's like I get wanting, like it's the a sense of wanting to escape, wanting to leave and not have to deal with anything. But at the end of the day, it's still your body. You're still stuck with that shit. There's no real escape. Add a little bit of dusty red in there. A little bit of dusty red up top. And one thing that really concerns me a lot as of late is cocaine is making a big comeback. Terrifying. Like, everybody now and their mom nowadays is like, oh, I'm just gonna do a bump of coke, a line of coke. And I'm like, ugh. It's like I used to work with this girl, lovely person, but she was off her ass on coke every single day. And like I remember one time we were talking before the shift started, and she looked terrified when she was looking at me, and I was like, "Is everything okay? Do we need an ambulance or something? Did you do too much?" And she's just like, "Oh, what the fuck is on my face? What the fuck?" And she was like, she's like, "Oh, I'm okay," but she's like, "Don't be alarmed or anything, but there's a demon right behind you, and it's staring at me." I'm like, "Oh, you're fucked out of your mind, lady." I was like, "Okay, thanks for the warning, I think." Because and then she was just like, "Yeah, I have a bag in the car and just kind of stuffed my face in it, and then now I'm back here." I'm like, "Okay, you probably should not be working with some heavy machinery right now, but whatever." And she was telling me about this out of body experience she had where she said it was a dream. I'm not sure if it was a dream, but she was just like, she's like, I was out of my body and watching them put me in an ambulance, and my family talking about my drug problem. She's like, I should probably quit. And I was like, yeah, I don't really think that was much of a dream. That sounded like a premonition of reality. Um, and but she's like, yeah, I should probably quit, but it's okay. I don't think I will. And I'm like, oh, that's a problem. I haven't kept up with her. She ended up quitting one day. I wish her nothing but the best, and I hope she gets clean. But it's like, still, that's fucking insane. Okay. And I say with, yeah, exactly. I unfortunately used to work with a lot, got filtered facts. I used to work with a bunch of people who did drugs, unfortunately. Is I don't want to say it's unfortunate. There are certain districts of where I live where it's like, oh, here's where the coke heads live, here's where the meth heads live. Like the northern part of my town is like known for like meth central. Both my parents were users. Yeah. Luckily, no one that I'm aware of in my family has done hard drugs. The most I think people have done in my family has been weed and alcohol. But even then, it's still not good. I mean, on the plus side for you, Nikita, I think you came out pretty damn well. Oh, yep. And it's like some of the people I worked with, though, not all users are terrible, especially if they're getting clean. One of my at the hotel I used to work at, one of my favorite people, Betty, her name is, um, she used to be a heavy Beth user, and she was in prison for a while, and she is now running a sober living house, helping people fresh out of jail or out of prison get clean and help with work release. um I think it's called an Oxford House, and she runs that shit like a fucking navy, but she is 8 years clean. She recently she recently put it on her Facebook about it. And she's like, I'm surprised I'm still alive at this point. And I was like, honestly, I mean, me too, from the stuff that she's told me. Crazy lady. But I could not be more proud of her. She's really turned her life around. I still like to check in with her and make sure everything's good with her. Because again, I don't work there anymore, but still, it's just I'm happy to see her get through that time in her life. Bad childhood, making it. No, honestly, no, I get it. It's hard to trust people, especially because some of the people I worked with that were ex users. Because the place I worked at was we had a deal with the local prison that basically we could extend worker release, get people that were clean, help them get a job and get them back in the community. And some of those people were really bad. There's this one housekeeper we had. She what was it? How do I say this? She kept coming in high off of her ass. And I kept telling her, I was like, you're gonna get fired. And she's like, well, you're just front desk, you can't fire me. Until one day she decided to complain because I gave her 9 rooms to clean while everyone else had like 10 and 20. she's like, I don't want to do this. I quit. And then she came back the next day asking for her job. And I was just like, you quit. Get the fuck out. To determine my parents would have periods of getting clean and go back to, yeah, that cycle is so, it's so toxic. That's how my dad was with alcohol. He's gotten a lot better. And even though him and I are relatively close, it's still hard for me to trust him in some aspects. Even though he's pretty much like one of my best friends at this point in my life. And I'm glad to have a good relationship with him. And no matter how much I try, even in my dreams, we still get in a lot of fights. And it's just childhood trauma doesn't go away. It's unfortunately just a part of you. It's difficult. But at least some of the people I worked with, like Krista and Betty. Krista, she was on prison release she was in prison for a while for possession. And I ended up teaching her how to run our system because she was getting out of prison and needed a job back home for supervised release. And so I was just like, hey, this place also is part of our family. They take felons and all that shit. I can teach you how to run the front desk. Let me teach you. Let's learn. Come on your days off if you can, if the prison guards will let you, and let me teach you. And now she's the general manager of her hotel. I could not be more proud of her. Some people are able to make that comeback, but not everybody is. And I do not follow you for that in the slightest. I don't blame you at all. It's like when my dad drinks, like he doesn't drink as much. He used to be one of those people that could put back a 24 pack every single day. He's not like that anymore. I'm so happy about it. But when he does drink, I'm very iffy about it. Just because the fact that I'm just like, I love you and all, but it's just a reminder of just abuse from the past. And it's hard to get over. But if I want them close to you, no, I get it. I get it. There's some people, it's just I don't even want to say some people, there's just some things that you can't get over. And no fault, no ill will. It's just when things happen when you're a kid, it's hard to let them go. And that's okay. There's really no rush to. I don't want to say there's no need to. You can always improve on yourself. Not that everybody needs to improve. Nobody's perfect. But it's just if there's some aspects of your life that you don't want to get over, that you don't want to let back in, fuck it, you don't have to. Like, we are on this trip on this earth for however many times, and for this life cycle, do what makes you happy. As long as you know you could be a good parent to your kids and know that you can give them a better life than you have, fuck it, that's great. That's what my dad was telling me. He's like, I just wanted to give you a good life. And I told him, I was like, honestly, respectfully, you failed. It sucks and him and I've gone over it a lot, but I was like, I never met my dad's dad. But I was just like, I'm just like, honestly, from what I've heard, you're pretty damn close and it's pretty bad. Again, he's not as bad as he used to be. He's a lot better now, but still, it's just the trauma's there. I just do mom stuff. I don't hang out with anyone. No, honestly, I keep my friend circle very, very small. It's a triangle. I literally just have two people that I talk with besides my family, and even then, I only really talk to like my dad and my sister and her boyfriend. But I'm very okay with having a small friend circle or friend triangle because I used to have a bunch of friends, and I'm okay with not having them anymore. I'm better off without it. I feel like having a big friend group where you can have people that you can truly rely on. But on the plus side, Nikita, I think you've been doing pretty damn good. At least from what I've heard in stream and shit. Doing better than your parents ever could. And that's kick-ass. Oh, that wing looks busted. Uh-oh. That bitch can't fly. You're welcome. Never been a social person I stream, which now, honestly though, same. I'm very much an ambivert. I'm more introverted than anything else. Oh my god, how bad does that look? Open your eyes. Oh. Okay. I am very much an ambivert myself. More introverted to be honest than anything else. Um, but I occasionally like to go out. Like I like to get done up and go out and have people stare at me, but also don't fucking talk to me. Um, it's weird how I feel, but I don't know. I want to put myself out there, but I also don't. Agreed. My sister used to used to be a bad person. That's why. Ah, yeah. Some people never get over it or never try to move on. How are you, Callie Morrison? Oh, hey. I'm all right today. Honestly, I'm doing better than I was the past few days. Um, I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood, but I feel good today. It's nice. How are you doing? I want to be social, but I don't want to deal with getting through the. No, honestly though, the awkward stage of "Hi, how are you? I'm good. How are you?" and all that shit can be difficult to say the least. Over here, nice. That's good. This shit is magic. Magic. I want to skip to you telling me why you're so. No, honestly. Um, it's just honestly that's how me and my friend Rachel met. Is we were talking. We had just worked. We started working together at a hotel, and I made a joke. I was just like, "Oh, I want to go lay in traffic." And she's like, "Oh my god, can I join?" And dead set from there. Hold that burns. Rose, thank you. How do I say your name? Morrison? Kelly Morrison? Thank you. I appreciate it. From the US and you. Same here in the Midwest. Diffuse. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Lips. So I'm trying to decide on an outfit for the day. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for being here on Twitch. So I have a couple outfit ideas. I will be streaming tonight about 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think I'll be doing some Splatoon Raiders. I have a Switch too. Let me pull up my outfit list. Because I have two outfits in mind that I'm thinking of using. I kind of just want to go for the default outfit that I've been using for a while because I really like the dress. But I've also been wearing it like consistently, so I think it's a problem. Well, no, of course, I get that. I don't really expect anybody to be able to join. If you're able to, that's great. And if not, I don't really judge you. Like Rocket League. I haven't played Rocket League in such a long time. Where is this outfit? But not with that top. Oh wait, didn't I just earlier? Where is there it is. Okay. By the way, do you know affiliation? I do not. Tiger, how long have you been in here for? This fuck ass cat. Love her to death. Where did you come from? Okay. So this is outfit one. for an option. And then outfit 2 is one that I've been rocking for a while because I just really like the way it looks. Or outfit 2. Any thoughts? I can't decide. I kind of want to wear the dress, but like I said, I've been wearing that one for a hot minute now. Let me see. Where's the picture for outfit 1? Outfit 1. And then outfit 2. But this one's to focus. Yeah, I was thinking of doing outfit 1 today as well. Just mainly because I've been doing a lot with outfit 2. Because I got the stuff for it behind me. Thank you. Let me see, because I think outfit 1 would also go with my look today. Let me move this around. There we go. Lips. That's right. I need new lips. You want out, Missy? Oh, my tigress. My little baby. Community Discord, we support streamers and YouTubers. 27, blah, 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 blah. I'll plug in my information there. If you want to message me on Discord, I can look into it. Move this back. Okay, people, I am going to point you at the ceiling. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break to get changed. So please bear with me for a few. I'm going to... Actually, I think I'm just going to aim you down. Yeah, there we go. Take a look at all that stuff. I will still be on the mic and still be able to see whatever you guys say. Hi, Tigress. Come on. Now, Missy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's get this outfit going. Send me a request. I am currently busy. If you want to add me on Discord, I will look at it when I get a chance. Probably be within a hour or so. Give me a second. I will be right back, people. Gotta go potty. Much, much better. I am back. Just gotta get the top on. Can't really show that for free. Million RX. Good night. Thank you for being here. Let me grab my top. There we go. This is a lot of work to get ready. So, Nikita, what's your plans for the rest of your day then? This. Oh my god. Hello, Nate. I'm currently getting changed. Ah, there we go. On camera. Perfect. Got changed. Perfect. So, I got the fit on. Cherry shirt, a nice skirt. Compression gear out the ass because it helps with POTS. Havana, ooh, na, na. Half of my heart is a banana, ooh, na, na. Oh, I wish I had my hairbrush in here. I should have brought that. And I think I'm gonna wear out my heart-shaped sunglasses to go with this. Oh yeah, those are cute. I knew it when I met him. I loved him when I left him. Ooh, I knew I had to go. Oh na na na, oh na 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 na. Let's take down my hair. Perfect. Well, thanks for the hearts. I appreciate it. Lipstick. I don't really like the color of this lipstick, but I love the formula. Super soft on the lips. That's why I do a little bit of Fenty with it. I make you jealous? How so? Perfect. So, this is my look for the day. I can grab the camera. Nice and shiny. Oh, hiccups. Oh no, don't fall. Got so much shit.
Try and show off these other crests, but
Yeah.
I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Oh, that's fair, dude.
I do have. Wait, I thought I had.
Take that picture from my Snapchat.
Stick to it.
Whoops. Whoopsie daisy.
I know. Can't do my.
Ah. Well, this has been a fun stream. I am going to go ahead and get off soon as I want to get out before it gets to be really, really hot outside. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream soon. Get my perfume on. Air of Clarity. And then some glitter for my chest. Okay. Alrighty, people. If you were here, I really appreciate it. Back, you had a call. Oh, no. Is everything okay? Me too. Just that right quick. Oh. Are they coming home early then? Hi, Rita. Well, I'm going to get off the live here soon, but here is the fit for the day. Little cherry suits. And then I'm going to top it off with the sunnies. Well, thanks for helping pick my fit for the day, and thanks for being here. I will be back on tonight, roughly 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you can join, that's great. If you can't, that's okay. I think I'll be doing some Splatoon Raiders, but we're going to cross that bridge when I get there because I might feel like playing some Mario Kart, honestly. But we'll get there when we get there. Alrighty. Again, thank you, Nikita, for being here, and thank you everybody else for being here as well. If anybody stopped in, I appreciate it. Or if you didn't, it's whatever. Alrighty. Gonna go ahead and get off this live. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Ow. Alrighty, Twitch. Have a great day.